depictions of jabbering black people throwing spears at you, but
Yeah, Resident Evil 5 did have some problems. Six didn't have any issues like that, right? 6 just had a giraffe getting a blowjob on its cover art.
That is one of the best cover arts in all video games.
It is, though. It really is.
All right, here we go.
Hey, baby.
This game is so fucking
I
good.
just wanted to send a quick hello and
Man, her face looks a little off.
good news. I'm gonna be coming home
This looked
soon.
great 4 years ago.
I cannot.
I honestly think it's just aged that much in that short amount of time.
Yeah, like the lower part of her face just kind of like hangs a bit, you know? It's like,
Yeah, it does. I think I feel like with some of the more recent games, like the graphics tend to hold up really well, right? For a lot of stuff that's recent. But I'll notice in a lot of games that
man, who peed on this laptop?
but I'll notice it's always kind of the mouth and kind of jaw movements that always age the fastest.
Yeah, for sure.
In like recent games, for sure, like especially.
I'd say that's true of a lot of 3D games generally. I mean,
Yeah, for sure, 3D, especially 3D stuff.
for me, like the last time I looked at Mass Effect 2, I noted that the jaw lines really kind of seemed
Yeah.
to be a little clunky compared to the rest of the character's features.
Yeah, well the like remastered trilogy comes out.
That'll
next
probably look much
month.
better.
It's
I hope they remaster the ending of 3.
Yeah, it'll have the like expansion for the ending that they had released back then, which did not make it great, but it made it
More conclusive.
it made it more.
I don't know how.
I'll say it went from being like
Somehow.
bad to
Maybe it's a prank.
like if I had seen
wants me to
that
come
expanded ending the first time, I would have been like,
Dolphin.
it's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I would have had a more of a lukewarm reaction to it than like a full-on
to find
like
out
bad
about it.
reaction to it. I still
That's
think
fair.
the people that were like demanded a new ending were being ridiculous. I wasn't like what. I mean, they made what they made. Like
Yeah, they're not going to reopen the studio and just to pump out, like, I don't know, like another different 15 minutes of gameplay with some different voice
Yeah.
acting.
That
That would just not
they
possible.
did
With contractual obligations that they wouldn't be able to fill.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think they did more than they needed to, like as it is. So, like,
Well, I think they needed to not make a shit ending in the beginning, but I do
Right.
agree with you otherwise.
so it's like once it exists, though, it's like you're gonna demand. I don't know that like they go back and just redo all this stuff.
Yeah, that's ludicrous.
Like, I mean, like like if the reaction was negative and they said, oh well, all right, let's take it upon ourselves to try and make this better. That's one thing. But like,
What a
to be
lovely
like,
place.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Hastings. But go on.
No, I was just like, yeah, but the like demand for it to be like this, like like you need to make a radically different product for us, like,
Yeah.
because this wasn't good enough. I think is where it's ridiculous.
It's just people having internet privilege, pretty much.
Absolutely. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad they did add a little more to it, because I do think it's like, oh well, like, all right, this is not awful anymore. It's at least a bit tolerable.
Yeah,
but-
it's a good thing that people, were expressing their outrage, because that wouldn't have happened otherwise. But, there's a certain limit to which that can be productive.
Yeah, exactly. This game, like, texture-wise, this still looks really good.
This is a lovely environment.
And I have, like, really noticed an upgrade in the PlayStation 5.
Sewer
Gators.
gators.
Sewer gators sneak into Louisiana Ghost House.
I'm surprised we're not in Florida.
Join us. We are in Louisiana.
I guess it depends on where in Louisiana, but I mean, parts of it are pretty Floridian in nature.
That's very true. Except for gift.
No, thank you.
Is it Is it?
Unless it's candy. I'll accept it if it's candy.
Right. Is is it like a Mormon gift or?
Damn Mormons. Always kidnapping people and storing them in Louisiana mansions. Is that Alfred Hitchcock?
The way he kind of carried himself, I actually could totally see that.
You'd have to be a little more rotund, but
There's a certain posture and kind of.
it just makes me think of that old Hitchcock logo that you used to see on some of his
Yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock Presents or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't say used to see it. That shit's before I was even born, I think,
Right.
but still. Oh shit, what's this? What is that? Some sort of animal, that's all I got.
I think I believe they are pieces
Legs?
of cow.
Oh.
Or something like that.
Can we cook it? Ooh, saw blades hanging from a tree. That's a welcoming sign. Got a cow leg entrance.
Like, if it was like this bad, right? Like, I know it's your wife, dude, but like
This is like the opening to Deliverance.
it is. But like I mean, I'm not saying don't try and figure out what happened to her. Like, don't go at all. But like,
Maybe come back with some friends.
Some friends,
A couple
or
guns.
like have a gun, or even like, I don't know, like
Maybe let the cops handle this one.
yeah,
Oh, poor birds.
something happened. Something not good happened. They got like this fucking. It's like a fucking old plantation house. Like, look, you got their own water tower up here. Not that they had those back then, but like.
Nothing good ever happens on a plantation. Is that a purse? Yep, that's her.
That's their wife.
From Texas, huh?
It is funny to me because it's like, oh, email from Mia. Can you read that? Yeah. See. Mia Winters sent July 18th, 2017 to Ethan Winters, Dolby, Louisiana, Baker Farm. Come get me. Huh. And then and we found her license.
Man. You do not go into a house like that by yourself.
No, you don't. This is a terrible, terrible idea, and not like Ethan.
I mean, even if there's no ghosts in there, there's gonna be some like weird, crazy homeless thing going on. One of those old ass houses doesn't even have proper fucking lighting.
Yep. Now this with headphones, I feel like is going to be like extra effective in terms of like
Noises
its
and shit.
atmosphere.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is probably shit I never even heard.
I like this is like the polar opposite of Doom Eternal.
Yeah, it is. It's like a little girl standing there or something.
Hard to see. Locked. Roaches. Wouldn't be Louisiana without roaches. Roach pasta.
Fuck!
Maggot spam? Do maggots come out of the sink?
It just doesn't even work.
Yeah. Are there maggots in the microwave? Oh, there's a crow. I've heard of eating crow, but this is ridiculous. What the fuck is that? Look, a can of Velveeta explode in there?
Is I don't like projectile like diarrhea or something.
I don't want. Oh god, somebody just shitting into the refrigerator? That's a horrifying image.
It is, but
That's worse than any zombies that are likely to come out of here. I'm glad I can't smell this game.
Yeah, you know they actually made, not for this, but the South Park guys.
This is mold.
The South Park guys did a get your guy up here first. The South Park guys had like a smell-o-vision attachment to the Stick of Truth game that they like. It was like at E3.
I assume it mostly just smelled like farts.
I'm assuming that's probably what they did. Oh, there's this. Okay, so the first save file was earlier than I thought even.
All right, well, we can keep going.
VHS tape here.
Painting of some kind of water line.
It's super interesting because, like, you know Resident Evil 4
Yes.
decently well, right?
Yes.
And it's funny because, like, looking at this, right, this is so different from...
This isn't like any of the other Resident Evil games that I know, you know. Because, I mean, I only know 4 onward.
Right.
And 5 and 6 were a joke. So,
I think that might be the wife.
looks like her. That's not good. I don't like this.
Because, like, this game, I think, has a hardcore... I'm missing fuse here.
Let's play the piano. Oh, fuck you. Damn fun-hating ghosts.
It's a picture of a prison
Jail cell.
Yeah.
Man, how are we in the South and we don't have a gun?
Right? Looks like the owners.
Oh, they don't look too bad. Dad looks a little creepy, but what do you expect from swamp folk?
Just a picture of a boat. It's just like a pirate ship and then some flowers.
It's a bit odd. Ooh, let's watch TV.
It's actually exactly what we're gonna do.
Well, man, Big Bang Theory might be on.
Well, we've got a tape here.
Oh. Is it old episodes of Roseanne?
It is no. It is
Derelict House,
Dolby
Rehearsal.
House Rehearsal.
Huh.
This is a really cool mechanic. So you get to then play the VHS tape.
Oh, that's neat.
It's like a separate sequence.
Find this guy? Give me a break, Pete. Hey, I only work with professionals. Speaking of which, make sure the sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
That was 2 fucking years ago.
I don't do ADR.
Is this like a ghost hunter kind of thing?
Yeah,
Or
it's like a Ghost Hunter
like
TV show.
Mythbusters?
It's Sewer Gators was there.
Oh, that's
Like
these
the
guys.
van
Got
outside.
it, got it.
New plan. We do a walk through the inside first, then we shoot the intro.
I was gonna say though, this game has like a heavy Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes.
Okay.
I think.
Tonight on Sewer Gators, another wordless fucking shit.
I'd watch their show.
I like seeing people in stories that hate their jobs
Yeah.
because I relate to that.
Well, I mean, I just, well, you don't have a job.
Well, not right now, but I relate to what it feels like to hate.
I mean, I know when you have had jobs, generally they've been, you know.
Yeah.
Are we rolling? All right, let's go.
But you know, I agree with you. I mean, it's like, I like when people just act like people, and most people hate their jobs, so kick it.
It's locked.
There you go.
After you. So, why are we in hell this
Like
time?
it's kind of Blair Witch too, a little bit, but better. But it does.
But is it as good as Blair Witch Book of Shadows?
Well, I mean, is anything?
God, I fucking love the sheriff in that movie.
He's a talkie. I swear to God, he is not from this planet.
You think your black clothes give you power?
Yeah, he actually thinks the goth in that movie is like some sort of Satan worshipping, like
A magician or some shit.
right.
The usual.
How long did you say this place has been
But it's
abandoned?
interesting because 8 right Village coming out in just
Let's make a great cutaway.
2 short weeks here.
So,
Or no, less than that. Like
Okay.
almost a 1 week. A
Are
week
there
and a half.
cockroaches in there this time?
They were quiet, not backwards.
Yeah,
Yeah, no cockroaches.
No cockroaches.
It's good enough to eat.
Bad seat, apparently.
I feel like just not having cockroaches isn't. Oh, there's no bird.
I know I should have worn my good shoes.
Oh, did we puke in the refrigerator? Oh, no, it was
That's
already
that's
puked
already
in.
there.
Glad I had my shots.
Ooh, it's a newspaper.
We'll go.
Ghost sighted in Bayou.
Out Andre, what do you think? Andre?
The fuck did...
Andre! Andre! Clancy, you see
I just can't stop thinking of Andre from the League.
Where is he?
I'm inside me.
One of the greatest,
This is the last
like,
time I worked
fucking
with that guy.
songs in any show.
That show had a lot of good songs.
It did, and that was one of the
You stick
best.
with me.
I mean, we could just leave him. I don't know.
That's gonna look bad. The police are gonna wonder where he went.
Right. Well, yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Did he trip down the stairs?
Oh, but yeah, Village coming out in just a little over a week here is like it's 4 and 8 mixed together, basically.
Okay.
Is how I would describe it.
It's a good mix.
Or sorry, 4 and 7, yeah, mixed together,
Yeah.
and then 8 because it's like it's a direct sequel to this, but it is.
Can we pop a tape in the thing and go all like recursive on this shit?
Oh, actually.
Oh, there's
it
no
looks
VCR. That's interesting.
VCR's not there. I don't know. I wonder why.
How long ago was
there.
this?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I think at least a couple months. I think I'm trying to remember what the date on the newspaper was, but it's at least a few months for sure.
We find Andre,
Oh,
here we go.
yeah, you see the
Fuck this
trap
show.
or the lever on the fireplace.
Yeah. Maybe just wait outside for Andre.
Yeah, like he'll figure it out, you know. Or if not, you know, then like we at least can be not here.
Yeah, maybe just file a missing persons report. Call it a day. Man, fucking white people in a horror setting.
Right.
First,
Well,
you
me
did a
first.
shot of me coming down the ladder.
Uh-huh.
So, you first.
I'll do it because it's a video game. I have to.
Otherwise, you just push him down the hole
Yes.
and then book it.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm gonna sacrifice you so I can get
What do you
away.
see? What is it?
It's a shitty ass basement. Oh, is he taking a piss? Did someone take a piss in him? Oh, okay. The hell? Alright.
Yeah, so you know.
Seems like they had a good time.
All right. Well, and now.
Now we know how to open the thingy.
So there's not like a lot of those, but there's a few of those VHS tapes throughout the game, and it's just a really cool.
I think
way
you can
to-
make a whole game out of that if you tried.
Oh yeah, you absolutely could.
Sort of an observation-esque kind of thing.
Yeah, you know, there's a game that I think you would actually be a big fan of, called Observation.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about.
Oh, it was a. Oh yeah, that's right. You did see a little when you were playing a
Yeah.
little bit of that.
It's one where you play as the AI or whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's a cool game. That's one I could totally like. I'd play again.
I do
For a
just
live
enjoy
stream.
too, like flipping the script on a kind of 2000 Space Odyssey a bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is.
This looks like it's going to be very hygienic.
Yeah.
This is an invigorating spa.
Yeah, yeah. This is good for your pores. You know?
Yeah.
Just get shit in them.
Yep. It's a Louisiana facial. Hope there aren't any gators down here. You know, other than the ones we saw die.
Right. Well. Yeah, what do we got?
We're going to go there we go. I knew that was going to happen.
There's gonna be a body in here somewhere.
Yeah. We're going to go through one of these later in the game, like a fucking hand is going to reach up and grab us out of the water or something. Oh, this is interesting. These all like missing people or
believe these are all-
obituaries.
I believe they're all missing people.
People who are probably dead in this house.
Well, I mean, we saw one guy.
Yep.
Oh, there's some cell doors. Oh, there's a light on in that one over there.
It kind of looks like the cell door we saw in that photograph before.
It does. That was something fell over. Here's
That's cute. It looks very wholesome.
I'm sorry, Daddy, and I will not be bad anymore.
Slightly less wholesome. But hey, there's a toilet. Pretty handy.
With a bunch of used dirty syringes in it. Yeah, I feel safe putting my ass on that.
Just flush it first. You'll be fine.
Mia?
That's her right there.
Oh, well, that's
Surprisingly quick, huh?
yeah. I'm guessing she's gonna kill us.
Dead,
Harold,
turned,
Arthur.
turned, dead, turned.
So some of them are zombies. Most of them are dead.
And there's more. Ooh, we got some bolt cutters.
Better hang on to those. I have a feeling we're gonna need to club me over the head with them.
The detail on the skin it really does look good.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan?
Are you alright?
Oh, yeah, they're still letting her put on her makeup in here, so.
What do you mean? You contacted her.
No, I wouldn't. Did I?
I mean, we
Did
did
anyone
get
see you?
a
Did he
message.
see you?
Who else is here? What the hell's going on?
Daddy's coming. We need to go.
Daddy?
We need to go now.
Yeah, now's not the time for questions. Just follow the woman.
Yeah, just go with it, dude. Just like you know, you're already in here at this point, so like.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on?
Yeah, I think safety is the other way, chick.
You've been gone 3 years.
3 years? Has it really been 3 years?
She's leading us into a trap, isn't she?
I feel like this is one case where I just shouldn't say anything because I've beaten this game like 3 times. So I know what's coming around like every corner. Basically.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
First. I think it's this way.
It's amazing to me that until this, like 6, right? Like the tonal difference between 6 and this, right? Like
I mean, at this point in the 6, you'd be being chased down the street by a centaur with a gun for a mouth.
yeah, right. Which in its own way is a lot of fun.
I mean, it's pretty fucking badass. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like
It doesn't make any sense, but yeah, I'll take it.
Right. I wonder because from what I've read, Village sounds like it's going to pick up plot threads from. It's going to be a direct sequel to 7, right? And 7 is very standalone, right? These are all new characters. Very little of this.
Okay.
Almost nothing in this game actually has to do with anything from any of the other games. Right?
Yeah, I know that one of the expansions for this does bring in one of the old school characters, but
It does, yeah. But 8, from what I've read, is going to kind of take what they did here and kind of almost cross over with the old with like the kind of old series in a way. Like it's going to pick up plot threads from like kind of the main storylines, and I do think they'll probably ignore 6 in particular. At least if they do reference it, it'll be in probably small ways. They probably won't give it a lot of lip service.
Right.
I mean, they're kind of going back to 4 for inspiration, right? So like, I think they're recognizing that was the last time the series was at like a height before this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not here. It's gone. It's gone. We're gonna be a family.
All right, time to go right back through the other door.
What? What was that, Mia?
There's another door here. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, got some sort of brainwashing going on.
Mia,
Got, like the veins in the hand, even.
Yeah.
just stay here.
God, they've done a couple demos for 8 now, and it's so good. It's so good. it looks like, I mean, it outclasses this by quite a bit. And
Yeah.
this looks great.
I'm always happy to see a game series just turn itself around and go on the right path, you know? What the fuck? Creepy little dolls, alright. Wouldn't be a horror game without creepy little dolls.
Hold on, I'm looking at these dolls first.
Yeah, this is slightly more important.
So that almost looks like it's supposed to be her, right?
Yeah,
There's an
and-
adult and then there's like a little girl one.
I guess that's one of the daughters from the photo that we saw.
Mia?
Well, she was right about the ring door.
E001.
Huh. Some sort of wheelchair zombie.
Something like that. Alright, so there's stairs. Going back upstairs.
I wonder, would it be better or worse to be a wheelchair zombie as opposed to being a regular zombie?
I feel like it depends, because if you're like a fast zombie, right, that's like one of the like 28 days later zombie, then I feel like it'd be really frustrating to be in a wheelchair. But if you're like a Romero zombie anyway, then I'm the guy who almost wonder is there even a difference at that point?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it'll be, a little more of a relaxing zombie experience. And
Yeah.
I think it comes with the benefit that people would probably, you'd be less likely to be shot. It wouldn't take you as big of a threat.
So this is just the guest house that we're in.
Fuck big is this?
I mean,
The
well,
state.
you're talking about like a plantation house,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I guess so.
So yeah,
Got a little map. Got some creepy photos, or paintings rather. Some sort of Greek philosopher or something.
it's got some health there. 2 things of health.
We're gonna need those. Oh, a toilet that might work this time. No syringes in it, too. I would say your ass is safe, but, I guess somebody's coming for it. Sort of reminded me of PT a bit.
Yeah, right. I definitely think that Resident Evil saw that Silent Hill do that, and we're like, we should get in on some more like intense horror. And then they, you know what? They probably were like ecstatic about the about Silent Hills getting canceled. If only because they really got to be the ones to capitalize on.
Oh shit, somebody gave Mia some meth.
Oh God, that's all it really is. It's just a bunch of meth heads that we're coming into contact with.
I mean, meth zombies are kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's true. Oh God, resist harder. Ooh, right through the hand.
Well, we didn't need that hand anyway.
No.
Wait!
Ah. Grab her. Yeah. No, don't let go of her wrist. The one part you want to keep holding on to.
Resist. Ah.
Oh, you get the shit stabbed out of you early on, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's normal Mia again.
I can feel her clawing her way back inside of me. Get out! Leave me alone! I'm back. I deserve this.
Yeah, how about we grab that knife and keep it?
Yeah. Where is that knife anyway?
Yeah, it just kind of fucked off.
And I also like that's your health. It's just liquid. It's poor. I think it's supposed to be like disinfecting the wound almost.
I mean, that stab wound was pretty deep. It's going to take more than a disinfectant for that, but... it's a video game. What do you want? I like that we're just going to leave her there. Oh!
Door's locked.
I thought she moved for a second. Oh, we're going to dance? Oh, she's got super strength, too.
Oh yeah, we got some. Like I said, this is like the hills have eyes. Like
Oh,
Texas
shit.
Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, no, not poor Mia.
Mom, Ethan. Now you have to be dead too.
This is a pretty fucked up way to start a game.
Yeah.
You gotta kill your wife.
Fucking just go down.
No, she's not going anywhere anytime soon. Yeah, this feels like an Evil Dead sort of situation. It's probably time to dismember the body.
You know what? Yeah, like that. I absolutely, like tonally, right? This totally has shades of Evil Dead, right? Like on top of Texas Chainsaw and Hills Have Eyes. This is absolutely has some Evil Dead inspiration to it.
Oh, and now the phone works.
You really shouldn't have come here.
Who's this? What the fuck is going on?
My name's Zoe. There should be a way out through the attic.
Attic.
Go there. Now.
Cryptic as always.
So Zoe somebody.
Zoe Plankton. Yep, the body left. That's why you always chop them up.
Blood on the smeared. Jam off our screen.
Somebody wipe their ass with that drawer?
Probably. I mean, I think someone's wiped their ass on everything in this house, if I'm being perfectly honest.
It would explain a lot.
All right,
oh, cool. We can
here's
cut
this.
that. It's a good reuse of shit.
Yeah, I think this game has a really great kind of that.
Oh, there's Mia.
Yep.
Doing that Hitchcock walk.
There's like this kind of labyrinthian game design, right? That the old school Resident Evil games kind of were masters of, right? Where like you'd unlock all these shortcuts and everything would feed back into itself, and
Yeah, it feels very much like an old school Resident Evil game with all the kind of semi puzzles and stuff you got going on. Not as crazy as, you know, like match the family crest up with whichever statue to open a door 3 rooms away, but...
Right. I mean, it's not quite as obtuse.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay. It's me. I know you didn't mean to hurt me. You shouldn't have done that! It fucking hurts!
Oh,
Come on.
I guess she forgave us.
Come on.
That's
I don't know if
somewhat-
that screwdriver screams forgiveness.
Oh, shit.
But
Well, yeah, she walked away, but then she came back with a chainsaw.
feeling the Evil Dead vibes.
Yeah.
Come on.
Just in time to lose her hand.
Yep.
Man, that hand has been through hell.
It has. You know, they announced that Evil Dead game, which, like, I'm curious about, but at the same time, it's like...
Can we get our hand back?
Yes, we've actually got that in our inventory.
Oh, good.
But I also feel like the fact that they kind of just went for that asymmetric multiplayer thing again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, like, I want to be into it, but save again real quick before we go into the attic.
Yeah, I feel like we should be covering up that wound with something.
You know, you would think that, you know,
Maybe
that
you gotta do a little bit more than just apply pressure when you've got a fucking hand missing.
you do. You would,
Can we get that chainsaw and plug it in?
God, I hope. I don't think that is an option, but God, would it be great if you could.
I would imagine we're gonna get our hand back at some point. Or maybe we get like a sweet robot hand.
God, I would love that. That would be awesome.
I'm just saying, the more Evil Dead, the better.
Right. Oh, hey, here we go.
Oh, good handgun for the hands that we don't have.
Well, you know. One hand, anyway.
Fine.
Now, if they had specifically given us a two-handed weapon,
Fucking shotgun. That would have been hilarious.
it'd be like, oh, come on. Trying to fucking hold it up with the stub.
You basically just have to smack her with the butt of it.
Yeah.
Like, I won't lie. That would be a fun kind of starting section to a video game, especially as a way to kind of depower your protagonist. Kind of like in Dead Space 2 when you spend that entire first section in a straitjacket.
God, I love that. That's such an iconic opening scene.
I wish we had more Dead Space.
That Callisto Protocol game.
Yeah, it's Dead Space in all but name.
It might be the thing to scratch that itch. Oh.
God damn it, Mia, how'd you get up there? Alright. Are headshots what we want to do in this game?
Headshots are good. They're not, like, as...
How do we reload that?
He was kind of using his stub to shove it in there. They're not as, like, you have to be getting perfect headshots as, like, a traditional zombie would be, but they're definitely not. They definitely do.
They do more damage. Okay.
But it's definitely not as, like...
She can certainly take a lot of punishment. Pumped 2 fucking clips into her so far. Slowing down. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't feel loved.
Yeah. Chainsaw doesn't exactly scream happy anniversary, honey.
Yeah, like, I don't know, maybe hold my hand, or like, buy me dinner. I don't feel so good about this.
I'd even accept a nice bouquet.
Ooh, some more ammo. Alright, well, there's not a way to get up there anymore.
We have that. We have the chainsaw. Oh, god damn it! And there's our deliverance redneck.
Yep. There you go. There's Daddy.
Sweet. Just dragging us through the rain.
And he's got her on his shoulder there too. So I believe we're done with the guest house now. You know what's funny? They when they put the demo out for this game originally, it was the guest house, right?
Yeah.
And they actually had like, if you like caught it, it would appear and disappear real quick. But there was actually like a whole fake ghost character that they put in the demo to kind of trick the audience as to what like kind of game the game was actually going to turn out to be. They kind of like made you believe it was going to be like a ghost story thing.
Oh, no.
And the demo really reinforced this idea. Even like there were even some like puzzle mechanics in the demo that didn't come back in the final game. The demo was like a curated individual experience.
It's time for supper.
Who are all you people? Where's Mia?
Oh, there's the grandma.
All right, this is a hell of a family.
Yeah, right.
We all have families like this.
Do we? I don't know. I don't know about this. Look at this shit on the table.
What is that?
I think it's just like fucking guts and viscera. But like, not fresh either.
I like her. I don't like you. I'm not a lithivore, sorry.
You get like so fucked up in the
Jesus, did we just lose like a tooth?
So he's got like a wound in the mouth.
God damn it. I bet it's that cop again. Goddamn pigs. I'm coming back for you.
Is she dead or?
Just died at the dinner table and they never moved her. I mean, it's not like everything else in here would smell that differently.
True. Oh, we got our hand back. I'm not.
They were.
Did they just duct tape it back on?
It was. They showed her for a second. It was like they like stapled it back on. It was
All
like
right.
a giant like stapler.
It's unconventional, but hey, I mean, we got a hand back, so.
Thanks for an item. Used to be a TV setup here.
At one point, this was a pretty nice place, I guess.
Ammo? No gun yet, but there's ammo.
Something tells me a gun might not be sufficient for taking him down. Got that damn Greek philosopher again.
And that ship again. I wonder if that's the Pinto, the Nina, or the Santa Maria. This fridge isn't as bad. Still don't know what's going on there, but
Somebody literally puked their guts up.
yeah, just fucking guts and shit.
And haven't you people ever heard of
Foil
vegetables?
across like the whole fucking like wall.
Gotta keep the alien signals out.
Ooh, there's an herb.
Oh, good, they have heard of vegetables.
Your classic Resident Evil herbs.
Mm-hmm. Silverware. Good for stabbing.
Alright, so we got a locked.
I feel like you could just jump up and down on that and it would probably give.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Who is that in that painting? Socrates? I feel like it's a pretty famous looking,
I recognize it, so it probably is. That one's locked. Can't open that one. Do not have anything to break that with. There's a garage down here.
This place reminds me of my parents' attic. But with less rabid squirrels.
Oh, he is coming down the hall. Oh,
Well, she left. Good for her, not dead after all. Are there, like, places you hide in this game?
yeah, I've got, like, especially this beginning part memorized, honestly, pretty well.
Oh, shit.
God.
Now let's move.
I don't want it.
How am I going to replace this?
Why'd you break
I
it
don't want
then?
Don't do it.
Damn
I
shovel.
don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
He's gonna
I don't
shovel
want
at
it.
you.
No, dude, stop. No, I don't
Fucking
want it. I
headbutting
don't
you.
want it. I don't want it, bro. I don't want it. Oh, shit. Shit.
Is that the door?
No, that's not. The key we just picked up was the key to the. Let me past. Let me past.
Ow.
Come on.
Oh, you dead. What was it the key to?
That was the trap door in this other room.
Oh. That's where we're
shit.
supposed to go.
Yeah, no.
This dude is fast.
I don't know. Dude, can you stop?
Oh.
No? Okay. Alright.
Well, probably better off dead than, continue living in that dome.
Yeah. Hide in the shadows, keeping quiet is a good way to keep Jack off your back. Alright. Let's see if we can get him to.
Is it like electrical cords all over that fucking closet door?
I think those are like.
Oh, barbed
lines.
wire. Okay.
Barbed wire.
I don't know what they keep in there. They need barbed wire around it.
Alright, let's see. Maybe he won't come through here this time with the door, like, closed all the way.
Don't forget your herb.
Right.
Watch him be super uncooperative and kick the damn door down again.
I think it could be random which one he goes into.
Okay.
sometimes.
I just know that whenever we play these Resident Evil games, we always have some bad luck with the enemy AI. Remember that? I think it was in. Was it 5 or 6 where there's that one damn zombie that kept. It took us like an hour because the zombie wasn't doing what it was scripted to do.
Yeah, no, I remember that. It was like you had to crush it under something, and it like kept moving.
Yeah, it was like too smart. It kept seeing the trap coming. But oh shit. But you had like looked it up in like a guide and like what you're supposed to do because like nothing was fucking happening. We were literally doing what we were supposed to do.
No, we were doing exactly what we were supposed to do.
So now you gotta get past it somehow.
Yep. Yeah.
And if only you could like slam that door in his face like in Hotline Miami, knock his ass on the floor.
Oh shit, he saw me.
Well, you're almost there.
Oh shit.
Shit. Ah! Ow. Oh, I guess you're just instantly dead if the shovel hits you. Well. I like that there's like different kill animations. Oh, no, never mind. We're just supposed to lose a leg, I guess. How many body parts are we going to lose? That's just a thing of moonshine. That shit is like magic.
He's like just letting us do it too, right?
I guess this is like fun for him.
Oh god. Like what a great fucking like boss character to pull out.
Yeah? Oh shit. He's going full shining on us.
Now there's also a slightly easier route to get her. Oh god.
Ah! Damn shovel.
Shit.
Gotta take that shovel and ram it up his ass.
Actually though. Come on. Come on. Alright.
Fuck
Okay.
you, daddy.
We are safe temporarily.
Assuming he doesn't just bust his way through the floor. He didn't have any problems getting that wall down.
That is true. That is true.
Is that a riding lawnmower?
It is.
What the fuck's it doing down here? I would enjoy it if we could ride that thing to safety.
Ride a mower to safety.
It'd be the most like redneck horror movie ending ever.
It really would.
That's the laundry room. Something tells me they don't do a lot of laundry around here.
You'd think so. And this is that safe point I was talking about.
Oh, good.
Before we do that.
What is that?
And here's a lockpick.
Oh, well, that's handy. Could always use one of those.
Let's see. We got. Alright,
We
and
can make some
then.
healing powders.
So we got combine an herb with a bag of chem fluid and then get your
Sweet.
healing liquid.
We're doing a bit better now.
And this is so it's basically, yeah, so it's stuff we don't need or aren't going to use.
What's
like,
that
in
Albert
gameplay.
thing?
That is a gun that we have because I've like beaten the game before.
Ah, okay.
So normally we would not have a weapon at all.
Okay.
Already, but that is due to like multiple playthroughs. Look at these socks.
They really stink.
Something tells me they weren't always supposed to be black. All right, main house.
Can always use that.
Now we got,
It's a nice place.
and then before we save real quick,
Pick that lock.
and now we've made a little shortcut.
Oh, good.
And we get our... This game's very good about that. Like, you get through an area, you get a shortcut.
Shut up and listen if you want to stay alive. You gotta get out of that house. It might be a way out through the main hall.
Alright.
Oh, and that thing on your wrist is a codex. Don't lose it.
Yeah, look at this fucking staples.
Ouch.
It's working though.
Yeah.
So we have some sort of an ally in this Zoe character.
Now we got a save point.
All right, there we go. I think
Looking
that is a good part one.
Yeah, I'd say that's enough for tonight.
And then we'll see. Maybe tomorrow night again. Even do like an hour, something like that.
Yep.
But sweet. Yeah, I'm glad. I think you're. Alex and Michael sat with me when this first came out, and we kind of all played through it. I'm glad we're getting you finally, because I knew you'd appreciate this with how much of Evil Dead.
Oh yeah, I'm a big sucker for Evil Dead.
And then just, you got just so much classic, like that southern grindhouse.
The only thing that could make me happier is if this was like an Army of Darkness game.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
I don't know how you do that, but that would make me happy.
You could make an Army of Darkness game, though.
Yeah.
You could make an awesome game out of Army of Darkness. No, like, easily.
That would be like a hell of like an RPG, I feel like.
Oh, that'd be so cool. That customizable car, drive across an open world with it.
To be honest, the first thing that springs to my mind is I'd love like an Army of Darkness game that's kind of like the Shadow of Mordor games.
Fucking like the same comment as like that in the Batman games.
Yeah.
But with Ash as his boomstick and his fucking chainsaw.
And I want like the kind of the Deadites to be kind of like the orcs in the Shadow of Mordor games.
No, so like do the Nemesis system.
Yeah.
You got them all like randomly generated personalities and like attributes and stuff. God, that'd be fascinating. Well, that's what I was saying earlier about the Evil Dead game that they are doing. I don't remember if I finished this thought or not, but like it's a little disappointing that it's just kind of that it seems like it's just going to be this like multiplayer kind of thing.
Yeah, because it's kind of like that Jason game, isn't it?
It seems like it's really similar to that. And then there's also Dead by Daylight, right? Which I feel like that one is the one that's really kind of taken that niche kind of over, because that game's had...
There's also that Predator game that was similar idea.
Yeah, that was actually made by the same developers as the Friday the 13th game, and it was terrible. It was like, it bombed, critically and commercially.
Oh, that's
so
sad.
It's already kind of
That's really sad.
Yeah, and I played the demo, and I was like, yeah, I'm not really feeling this. Like, Friday the 13th had a lot of glitches. It was not a perfect game, but there was a really good kind of basic structure and like spirit to it that made it fun. The Predator game just didn't have that.
Well, I thought part of it suffered from the fact that the human players didn't have anything nearly as interesting to do as the human players in the Friday the 13th game did.
Yeah, it was way
because wasn't a big part of it like
balanced.
Is you had like these kind of like NPC enemies that you just ran around the map shooting at, and then sometimes the Predator would show up.
Yeah, it was almost like they tried to do like this like a co-op Call of Duty thing, and then you're fighting, you're just in the jungle in like Vietnam fighting other soldiers, and then someone is a predator somewhere. I don't know. It didn't really work. It just didn't work. Like I got what they were going for, but it didn't work.
It's sad that developer is kind of like a little bit of a one-trick pony in that sense.
Yeah, well, and it's too bad too, because even the one-trick pony, or the one trick when it worked, got shut down, right? Because there was that whole lawsuit from like some of the
I remember
the family of the original creator of the franchise is like suing Warner Brothers for the rights. So they basically had to stop. Right, they had to stop putting any new content. They were literally just about to do a Jason X expansion.
That's sad. That would have been amazing.
I think that was
Jason X is objectively the best Jason film.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, to be honest, I don't really care for some of the Friday the 13th, almost any of them. I think the ones that I liked the most are Jason X, for just being a ridiculous, like, great bad movie.
That is like an amazing film to watch drunk.
Yeah, no, that's a great drunk film. That would be like I would be willing to do a live stream of that at some point.
Just
That
get
would be
wasted and put
entertaining.
that crap on.
That would be so fun. And then I think as far as like actually being like decent like, horror
Qualitative
films,
story, yeah.
I want to say it was like part 5 and part 6. I think were the best ones.
Which is an odd number to have be the best ones, you know?
It is 4 shit movies, and then I mean I'm sure like they have their fans, I know, but like I don't know, it just doesn't. Like, the one thing about the original movie I do really like is I like the twist right of the mother.
Yeah.
Spoilers, but it's been out for how goddamn long.
If you haven't seen the movie by this point, you're either very young or you're probably never going to see it.
Yeah, I just like some things are just cultural touchstones at this point. But the twist of the mother being the killer, not Jason in that first movie. I really liked that, and then I liked the like kind of ending shot where it's like, oh, but then also there is actually a Jason, right? There's that kind of iconic shot of her dragging the girl by her hair, and he just slowly walks into the lake. That's a cool
that was
shot.
cool, yeah.
That's a memorable shot. Outside of those two things, that first movie is kind of shitty.
Yeah. I mean, it was your typical horror film, just an excuse to have, college-age kids sloppily making out in the woods and then get picked off one by one.
Yeah, it just didn't have a lot of personality beyond that. I really think Jason as like a iconic like costume design, I think is the only reason that franchise has the staying power that it does.
Yeah.
It's the iconography of Jason, the character.
Exactly.
Not really the quality of the movies, but,
I mean, that's true for so many horror characters. I mean,
yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, like, even I went back and watched the original Hellraiser not that long ago, and, I think the effects actually in that one hold up very well for the most part. But even that, I was just like, the story in this is just kind of bland. I don't know, parts of it were kind of interesting, but, I don't know, I felt bored whenever the Cenobites weren't on screen a lot of the time. Whereas, when you're the greatest horror movies, the characters should be just as engaging as whatever kill sequences. And
right.
I mean, Evil Dead, as goofy and cheesy as it is being a comedy, I still can I have a more of a connection with the characters in the Evil, at least the second and third ones.
Yes. The first movie is not very good, if we're honest.
No, the first movie the first movie wasn't trying to be funny.
No.
But then it was.
Ultimately, that's Evil Dead's strength, is it knew when it was bad and how to make fun of itself for that.
Yeah, and they took that and then ran with it in the second and third movies, but I think Nightmare on Elm Street is I think the original movie for that is actually pretty good.
Yeah, well, it's a lot more high concept than Jason.
It is, which is also why even cross it? It's like why do they cross over these properties that it's one of them is stupid and one of them is high concept and maybe it's not the greatest.
Because it kind of worked in theory with Alien versus Predator, not in terms of movies, but in terms of video games.
That's true.
And then they're like, well, what else can we mash together? I don't know, Freddy versus Jason.
Right. I mean, I get, at least with the game, it made sense for Alien versus Predator.
I think it could have, an Alien versus Predator movie could have worked.
Yes, I think I think what they did versus what they need to do is that they more or less dumbed Alien down to the level of Predator.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah, that's where they fucked up, because I think Alien, well, the first two, but Alien is a much more high concept, and it's not even it's that high concept, right? I mean, it's just really well done. But those original two movies just have such a smarter.
Well, they have actual commentary and symbolism and stuff.
Right. There's something that the movies are kind of saying.
Yeah.
Right? There is it's right. The original Alien, the whole point of it was to try and make men uncomfortable about rape in the way that women are always conscious of. Right. It was trying to instill
which is why it's pretty weird that now Disney has little Easter egg xenomorphs for.
Yeah. Can you imagine how just tonally disconcerting that would be if somebody showed you those, like, these little colorful xenomorph Easter egg toys, like, as you were coming out of the theater in 1979?
Hey, you just watched a movie about a horrifying space rape monster. How about, could I interest you in a colorful toy version of him?
Right, like, yeah. I mean, I'm surprised there's not a fucking General Mills cereal with Alien on the box.
Xenios.
But they what they needed to do was take more of the setting and the feel and kind of more high concept ideas of Alien and kind of bring the Predator into that. I would have been much more interested in the Predators being on spaceships or on alien worlds or on some, but like they just decided to like go to Earth.
And then have a stupid Ancient Aliens plot about Alien being trapped in Antarctica for a special hunting ground for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, and I even kind of dig the idea of the xenomorphs being the ultimate hunt. Like, there's something to that's actually kind of cool, right? Like that.
But I think it needs to fit organically into a smarter story rather than.
It does. It also doesn't need to take place on Earth. Honestly, how cool Hulk? I mean, maybe this is going. Well, I don't know if this is too of an art film direction of an idea even, but like I even think it'd be really cool if you did almost like a silent film where it's like the Predator is the main character, right? Yeah. And like maybe you've got some like sign language or some sparse subtitled alien language dialogue between like a few maybe minor other like Predator characters, but it'd be kind of fascinating to see like an almost like totally visually told story.
I think it would be interesting because I mean, Alien versus Predator forced that the human chick into having this like mentor-mentee relationship with the Predator, which is kind of silly, but
I think respected her because she took a xenomorph out.
Yeah, like, but I think it would be kind of interesting if you had like a deaf protagonist. And if they fit into this kind of sign language system that you're kind of proposing with the Predators, and like that's how they actually kind of communicate.
Sure. Yeah, no, I mean, that'd actually be cool. And not even that you have to eliminate the human characters entirely. I just think, like, it's so like for some reason they always fall into this trap of of these boring human characters. It's almost like the people making the movies sometimes it's like they understand that we just want to see, it's like they think, oh, you just want to see the monster, but then if that's their perspective, then why do we spend so much time with the boring humans?
Yeah, really.
It's like if you as a filmmaker are only interested in the monster, well then put more of the monster in the movie, right?
Well, what Alien did that was smart is it actually made interesting dynamics between the human characters on the ship. Right. And Aliens did an even better job with, like, the Marines and how they're very much, they're part of the symbolism of the entire story. Yeah. Their dumb jock personalities that would be boring in so many other movies are actually used, for an artistic purpose.
Right, whereas like Predator, and I like Predator, right, the original movie, I do enjoy that a lot, but I look at that as a much simpler action film.
I mean, it does make, a few attempts at characterization, subplots. It
definitely does. It's not, and it's
like, not as dumb as a lot of, like, really bad movies in that sort of genre would be.
No, for sure. It definitely has a lot of edge in that sense, but it also like compare it to like Alien, right? I mean, it's still like this kind of
Alien is like a legit sci-fi film. Predator is an action film,
right? It's like an action movie that gives you enough to enjoy the action without being bored when the action's not happening.
Exactly.
Whereas like Alien versus Predator did not do that.
No.
Freddy versus Jason's kind of the same thing, right? Like, you take Freddy, which, like, again, maybe not all of those movies are good, but there's a more interesting high-concept idea in the horror in Nightmare on Elm Street. It just plays with the way it plays with reality. I mean, at the time that came out, I mean, how many things like that really were there, right? I mean, that's why it made such an impression, right?
Exactly.
It felt really unique at the time.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like the idea of someone, like, stalking you in your dreams,
But, like, Friday the 13th, when that came out, I think there's a pretty clear sense that it was capitalizing on the success of Halloween.
Yes.
Whereas Nightmare on Elm Street, like, yeah, maybe it has some things in common with other slasher films of the time, but it's also got some really unique
It's
characteristics.
actually bringing something new to the table.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's like why do you mix something stupid like, or not stupid, maybe not even stupid, but at least just like basic like Friday the 13th or Predator with this kind of much more intellectual storytelling like Friday the 13th or Alien, and none of those four things are quite on the same level as each other, but I do think there's a similarity to like the kind of weird choice to cross them over with each other.
Or you could just say fuck it and make Prometheus.
Well, that's a whole can of worms that I feel like we shouldn't even get into right now because we're already past the hour.
Yeah, we've been talking for like I don't know, like 10 minutes about terrible ass movies. Well, we've been staring at this fucking, what is this thing, a cassette tape?
It is a cassette tape. Well, because they always had the typewriters in the other
yeah.
game, so it was kind of their way of like, it's kind of a callback to the typewriter, but also different enough. I don't know. It's like retro, but like, ooh.
So a little bobblehead. Can we take that?
No, but when we get a knife, that is a collectible thing that like you can find them and break them throughout the game.
Okay.
And if I don't know if it's just like a trophy for getting all of them, or if you actually get items.
It's a little bit mean they put it in here when you don't have a knife.
I mean, there's so much backtracking in
you
these
come
games
back.
that, yeah, I mean, we're gonna spend like a whole like probably third of the game just in this house.
Okay.
Honestly, just backtracking and like unlocking new areas and
Dodging that dude.
yeah, we're gonna be. He is not going away anytime soon. We pick up any of our notes that we've picked up. All right, that's as good as any place I think to call it though.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, maybe maybe late tomorrow we'll be doing another. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
maybe
if
not.
if we're not too sleepy.
But especially if we do it in like relatively short bursts too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
It'll be a lot more palatable that way.
To do like one every night or something, or afternoon, or whenever we have time for it, I guess.
Exactly.
But all right, hell yeah. Signing out.